Action. how did it work for you? Based on how it's been going in the practice room.
Well, the thing is, I didn't really practice the trio like at all because like I was kind of just like I'm just gonna focus on the stuff I haven't played.
Mm-hmm.
So like there was some spots like I think the like that part.
Yeah. Like
Where
it's
like
everywhere.
my hand just wasn't even moving.
Yeah.
Like I was just like skipping notes, but
yeah.
so that was kind of.
It's like that feeling in Guitar Hero where you start missing notes and the thing just goes.
Yeah. So like I don't know. I think my stroke was alright, but it wasn't clear because I wasn't playing the right notes.
Yeah, yeah. What's your poison? Do you like to pivot, dun da da da, and go 1 2 4?
I'm doing 1 1.
Or you do 1 1. Yeah, that's how I do too.
And yeah, I think
they're both good ideas and they're both fine. They both work.
Well, I used to do 1 2, but
you just have to decide which one.
Yeah.
That's all. You have to make a plan and stick with it.
Mm-hmm.
Good. No. Yeah. Absolutely. It'll come back. At least he's honest, right?
And fourth movement. I just like rushed into the da 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 da, and then I was like doing the thing where I was like smashing the downbeats, like you said earlier. So that needs to be done with the recording or something to like.
Yeah. Try the C major one. What I want you to do is get up to the top of that and go for long length. Use twice the amount of bow at the top of that. Because you went and those top notes had the same length as the ones on the bottom, and they're way too short, and they just almost don't even sound. So when you come up to the top of that, it's got to be really long. Still off the string, it's still poppy, but that stroke gets so much longer. Yep.
Yeah.
Try just repeat some notes. Low C. Yep, you feel that difference? Exactly. That difference in length is huge. You could even be a little more compact on the bottom, almost like a trio string. Yeah. That gives you the pop you need.
Well, it's hard though. Like.
Yeah. That's closer.
Yeah.
You've got more time in those eighth notes than you think you do. A lot of them are really almost falling forward. The beats are coming slower than you think. You've got more time in those strokes, especially in the trio as well. You have more time than you think.
Yep. Should I just work backwards now?
Yeah. Let's. Going from the scherzo, what are you thinking as you start that movement?
Dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun dun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh no, I was like.
Yeah. Visualize yourself getting to the top. Visualize hearing those middle notes, because those are what's missing. You had and there were just a couple missing. Visualize yourself feeling the full length of that note.
Yeah, and I've always done that up bow. Like this is the first time I've
Sure. They're both fine ways to do it. You know, there's no one's gonna look down and be like, "Hey, did it up bow," you know.
Yeah.
I just find it a little easier coming from the down.
Yeah, it probably is easier. And then in that movement, my intonation was really bad.
You had your moments, for sure. Drones are really helpful. You're going back and forth between C minor, E flat major. There's a little bit of F and B flat in there. It's a really good opportunity for drones. And if you have, I like to use headphones, and some tuners will play back your pitch to you. So you can have a goal pitch like be-da-dum-bum-ba, and as you hit that last note, it'll play the pitch and you can double check yourself.
Yeah.
If you're doing that, always make sure you're stopping every couple minutes to tune your strings, otherwise you're just practicing playing out of tune. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Measure 48 in the scherzo.
Is that
After you hit the high flat note, after the first B flat minor one, there is an extra sforzando in there. Be careful when it starts piano to stay piano. Yeah, it's just like the beginning. It's right after B, E flat, B, ba.
okay.
There is an extra sforzando somewhere in there. I think your pacing on D da D da D da D sometimes falls forward a little bit like Savannah's did.
Okay.
It's just it's a really tough thing to get because it needs to fall forward, but it can't rush. And then those two things are in conflict at a base level because it needs to lead forward, but it can't rush.
Yeah. Am I clipping? Or am I holding the eight or the quarter? Half note. Sorry, half note short. Or is it the eighth notes like clipping?
It's something with the quarter.
The quarter. Yeah.
I think it's it's just the yeah, that quarter is too. That quarter is almost an eighth. Yeah. B, ba, B, ba, B. There's more room in that quarter than you think. E, da, dum, da, da. Right. Feel the end of that quarter note every time. Yeah. It needs to fall forward, but it can't rush. Good. Let's back up a little to the second movement. In the first one, tone is really good. I think a little more speed, once it gets closer to performance tempo, will give you a much more fluid tone, kind of like like what Brian was doing. It's a little bit slower, so it's a little bit more choked, just because you're running out of
my bowing was all over the place.
Yeah.
I was planning on doing 6 and 6, but like I was just changing around spots.
Yeah.
Like, oops.
Yeah, make a plan and stick with it, even when you're practicing slow.
Well, it's because I was practicing with all the bowing variations.
Yeah.
And then that kind of threw me off because I never like settled.
Yeah. I like to, I do spend 75% of my practice is bowing rhythm variations when I'm really trying to drill something down and get it right. But you have to put it back where you found it at the end, right? So when you make your plan, mess it up with the bowing rhythm variations, but then come back and what you have to do is practice performing. So you have to put it back the way you found it and practice doing it with the correct bowings a little bit. Yeah. I think your stroke in the 30 seconds. Let's
too short.
Moving forward, yeah, it's a little short. Think a little tubby. Bum bum bum. You're still getting a tap. Move a little closer to the bridge. Yeah, exactly. There it is. Yeah, that's the idea. And then just one click quicker. We'll have you're just one under, and it doesn't have that punchiness that will happen when you move just one. Whatever it is. If you go just a little faster, that's the articulation we're looking for. Poppy and with front of note, but with fatness, tubby. Yeah.
Why am I not down?
Yeah, you want to get there down. Yep. That way. Now you're there. Yep, there it is. Yeah. Yep. You got to find that stroke immediately when you come up. Dee-da-dee-da-dee-da, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, and it's turning on a dime like that.
Yeah,
it's
I was
really fun.
too off this year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's most of what I got. Really, really good.
Yeah, I decided on that one here.
Oh, you're replacing and doing 4.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, that works too.
It's just like, because when I'm thinking I'm shifting this way, I want my hand to be facing.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So when I go like this, it's like I have to like do more.
You gotta take it right back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's you give and you get. You know.
Yeah, and I do a lot of like the like.
Sure.
So I do a lot of like.
I do that where I flip it and use the claw. Yeah. Same idea. Yeah. Really, really good. Nice. All right. Let's get out of here.
Yeah.